The first day of school annually arrives with excitement and nervousness, anticipation and angst, optimism and uncertainty for all ages. Throw in the unpredictability of COVID-19 and necessary changes to our cherished ways of learning and socializing, as well as the needs for increased safety protocols, and the beginning of school for our district's youngest learners and their families can become downright overwhelming. We recognize that the beginning of the 2021 school year in Washington Township will look and feel differently, but it is our hope that this start will be equally as meaningful and memorable as in years past. Since we expanded our kindergarten platform to a full-day offering at the start of the 2016-17 school year, our district has continued to emphasize the importance and proven benefits of early childhood education. In addition to increasing educational gains, including improving math and reading achievement, full-day kindergarten offers social, emotional, and intellectual benefits for all students, giving them more time to focus and reflect on activities and transition between them. Across the board, investments in early childhood programs mean lower grade retention and dropout rates for students later in life. Full-day kindergarten provides a developmentally appropriate bridge between pre-kindergarten programs and more structured learning in first grade. It also gives teachers more time to identify and address learning challenges. Whether your 5-year-old will be participating in a hybrid model or learning remotely alongside classmates from Grenlock Terrace Early Childhood Center, or at Bells, Thomas Jefferson, or Whitman Elementary Schools, all students will benefit from shared and small group reading, math explorations, games and investigations, phonics and word work, music, songs, and art. We are happy to introduce you to 5-year-old Christian Badacavoli, who modeled safety procedures on our school buses, and to our building leaders who guide a team of caring and committed educators, truly special teachers who are devoted to developing the whole child. They recognize the importance of this educational milestone, the trust the families place in them, and the privilege of igniting a lifelong love of learning from the very first day of kindergarten. We are hopeful that their words will put you at ease, reassure you that your children are in good hands, and remind you of what makes kindergarten in Washington Township so exciting and fulfilling.
Now when you come on, the bus driver is going to be sitting here. And there's hand sanitizer here. Have you ever used the hand sanitizer before?
No.
Okay, so you just push it like that, and then you rub your hands together. So go ahead. You want to try it? Push. You got to push this. Push hard. There you go. Now rub them together. You see how all the seats have numbers? Okay. So if she tells you that you sit in seat 6, do you know where to find seat 6? Okay. So you'll go to your seat. You'll have a seat, sit down. Okay, and then the seat belt, you're gonna grab your seat belt. You know how to buckle?
No.
Okay,
But I'll try.
yep, you give it a try.
I know how to do this.
Okay. And once you're all buckled up and you click, you put your thumbs up high in the air so the bus driver can see you. Okay, so we call it buckle up, thumbs up. Okay, and once your thumbs go up and everybody's ready, that's when the bus driver will start going. Okay?
Okay.
When she's driving, you make sure you always keep your seatbelt on. Okay? And then that's it. And then when she gets to school, you can unbuckle when she tells you. And then everybody will file off the bus one at a time, okay?
So we are in Caitlin Rigby's classroom. She is one of our kindergarten teachers here at Grenlock. And I am wearing a mask because this is what we're gonna do when we're in school. We're gonna be wearing our masks and keeping our social distance and to help protect us and keep us safe. Parents are worried about what the classroom's gonna look like when they come in and if their kids are still gonna be able to interact the way that they normally would, and our teachers are great about it. They're ready. We have all of our safety precautions in place. We have separate seating areas for every child. All of their belongings will be separate just to them. There won't be any sharing of materials or supplies. So that's pretty great for them. And we also have really small class sizes. So I think it's gonna be a great opportunity for the teachers to really connect with those students when they do come in and give them the attention they need and really help them do well this year. All of our schedules have the SEL built in as the first thing that we do, or sometimes even at the end of the day, closing it out that way as well. So really just being present, having the students close their eyes, listening to what's going on around them, and then hearing that bell that the teacher might ring to bring them back to that. But a lot of it is just being able to just sit in your spot and see and feel what's going on around you. And in a time like this, I think it's really important for all of us to remember to have that mindfulness, just to bring us back to our core and get us prepared for the day to learn and play with our friends. Our teachers are very hands-on and known for being very caring for the students. They were concerned about being able to still provide those hugs and the comfort and making sure the kids feel safe. So we've talked about that a lot, and as long as we're practicing like our safe hand washing and using our hand sanitizer and we have our masks on and things, we want the parents to still know that our kindergarten teachers are here to care for your child and will take care of them just like they're their own. That's what I really love about the staff here. They're very concerned with still being able to provide that comfort to the children if they need it, because they are babies and they're young, and we want the parents to know that that's still our number one thing here, is making sure that the kids feel safe and comforted, and our teachers are ready to provide that for them. It means so much to me to be here. I didn't realize how much I felt like emotionally this was going to be for me, being back in my hometown and being able to be in this building where my kids went, and it really is special. And I think that's why I take it even more as a bigger job, to make sure that the students that are coming in this year just get the best experience, just like my children had when they came here. So that's definitely at the top of my list, to make sure that happens.
We are all going to be wearing masks in our building, and they're all going to be very different. Some have very stylish ones, like I'm an Eagles fan, so I have my Eagles mask. But every staff member will have this on all day long. We also have these really cool shields that come down, so when they're working one-to-one with a child, they have the shield on top of the mask, so we're very well covered. The students will all wear masks, and there'll be times when we take them outside, give them a break, that they can take them off and put them back on, but all day long they'll be wearing masks also. We were all very excited to get kindergarten back here. They are so adorable. We watched them during the snapshot testing, and we're just so excited to have them back. It's unfortunate that their first school experience is under these circumstances in a pandemic, but my 5, 6 kindergarten teachers are going to do an amazing job. They have welcoming activities for those that are remote and that are here, because everybody's just so excited, and we want to give them that special experience. They're not getting the typical special experience, but we're going to make it as special as we possibly can. And my teachers are already preparing for how we're going to keep everybody safe and healthy. So as soon as the students walk in the door from the buses or from being dropped off, they're washing their hands one at a time, returning to their seats. Everything is already sterilized by the time they walk in, so when they walk in and sit down, they're in good shape. And then throughout the day, there'll be periods of hand washing. We also have hand sanitizer, and we also have wipes for the teachers to wipe down any areas throughout the day. Sharing is definitely something they learn in kindergarten, and it's important. That's where we teach them how to share materials, to help each other. And now trying to get 5-year-olds to sit in a seat and not get up and help your friend who's struggling is going to be hard. But what we're going to be doing is a lot of sharing activities from their seats. Who can help so-and-so with this? And let them verbally tell them across the room. Who has something that they could show, little Jenny what she can use? They can hold up their marker and say, use this marker, you have this. Because every child will have their own packet of materials. So they'll all have the same thing. So we can pull it out and say, this is what you use, and it's helping each other. And there's going to be a lot of the social and emotional learning that's going to be going on. Like, we do mindfulness every day. So first thing in the morning, they wash their hands, they sit down, we do all of our salute the flag and everything, and then we're going right into mindfulness, ways to help them calm down when they're anxious. And then we're going to be sharing other ideas among the students, because everybody has that little trick that they use to help themselves calm down. So we're going to teach them a whole bunch of different ways and let them find the one that works for them. My teachers are very excited about the class meeting on Wednesdays, because if you think about it, you actually have like 3 different classes. The ones that are remote only, the cohort A and cohort B. Well, all of these kids are part of the same class. So on Wednesday, there's going to be a lot of community building between the 3 different groups, because we want them to feel like they're all one group. They all belong to Mrs. Burns in this room. And it's important that they have that feeling of community, even if they are at home. Last year when we shut down, they'd already had that. They were in here for months. This year, some of the kids are going remote, and they're not even starting. In kindergarten, they don't even know how to build that community. So our teachers are going to be working very hard on Wednesdays, having class office hours for the parents to contact them or the students to contact them for help, and also time to bring all those kids together in the same location. And they've planned some pretty fun activities, some sharing activities that everybody's going to be able to do because they're all at home. Show me your favorite toy, show me your dog, show me a picture of your pet or your family. There's so many different things that they're planning. I'm excited about those. I'm going to attend those. I want to see all my K. They are definitely going to be getting the same rigor that the kindergartners would have gotten if they came into the building in a normal year. It's just going to be done very differently. If you think about it, these kindergartners are going to be tech savvy in a couple weeks. It's pretty amazing. And everything that we do, all the programs we have, using Flipgrid, videotaping yourself. I struggled with Flipgrid in the beginning. These kids are going to be able to do it like this. So if you think about all the activities that we're going to be doing and all the workbooks we're sending home and all the things that they're going to have to hold in their hands, they're getting the same education in just a very, very different manner. And we're going to work very hard to meet all the standards and put in that rigor that they're going to need so that when they come back, they're not far behind. Kindergarten teachers are a very special breed. They have that personality to make every child feel welcome. They have the patience to deal with any issue, no matter what is out there, and they know how to relate to children. And I was so impressed when I sat in on a meeting with kindergarten teachers throughout the district. I was amazed at what they're already thinking about that has not even crossed my mind yet on what they need to do to give these children what they need. We have an exceptional staff in our early childhood, an amazing group of women and men.
I'm here in one of the kindergarten classes. Kids will come in, they'll have fun, they will learn. The teachers are so creative, so they'll find ways that I didn't even think about, that none of us are thinking about, but these teachers will find a way to make learning fun and to make it enjoyable and memorable, and kids will grow. This is a superhero mask, so this was a gift the last day of school from one of my 5th graders, so I'm excited to wear this. And we'll come in, we'll all wear masks. There will be times throughout the day where, you'll take it off, there'll be a little break, a little snack, so certainly when you get a drink, you don't need to wear the mask, but we're pretty used to wearing them, just like seatbelts. I think they're pretty commonplace now. So we'll wear our masks and we'll be safe. We're very excited this year that all of our kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade students will get a new iPad that they'll take from school home and bring from home to school, so that the teachers can explain how to use this when they're doing the remote part of the lesson, and so that when they're at home, they can feel comfortable using it and keeping up and doing everything that they would be doing in class. So this will make things so much better than when we were the position we were in at the end of last year. Wednesday will be a full remote day, so everyone will be home. The teachers will have an opportunity to check in live with the whole class. So every teacher, you'll see all your classmates together. It'll be kind of like a WebEx or Zoom if you're familiar with those meetings. So you'll get to see the whole class on that checkerboard at home. The teacher will check in. It's also that day for students to catch up. They'll be working on some of their related arts activities, whether it's music or art or computer or library, some of those activities at home. Also, for older kids, they'll be doing some instruments and things like that. But Wednesday's a time that everyone will be home and the teachers will be working remotely with them. So in the morning, as kindergarten students get off the bus, they'll come up these steps right here from the bus, walk right down this sidewalk where there'll be plenty of staff spaced apart to get us here safely. Any parents that are dropping off will park right along the street here. The kids are always here in the grass lined up, so all the kindergarten students will come in this door. And it's pretty easy because all of our kindergarten classrooms are the first 4 doors that you see down this hallway. So the teacher will be out in the hallway waiting to greet the students as they come in. Dismissal would be the exact same procedure, just in reverse. They'll leave the classroom, the teachers walk them out. If your family's here to pick you up, you'll meet your family right here. If you're going to the bus, they'll take you down and put you on the bus. So we've got it figured out.
As you can see, I'm in one of our classrooms here at Whitman this morning, and we have everything mapped out as far as having the social distancing requirements, so the students are spread out during the course of the day. We have plenty of hand sanitizer in stock. And of course, students, you want to make sure that you have your masks on and ready to go when we are back at school. Right now I'm alone, so there's no one else here in the building with me in this classroom, so I'm not wearing a mask. But when we are back in school and we're working, we want to make sure that we have our masks on and ready to go. The custodians have received very explicit directions as to how they are to clean each day, and I'm very confident that they will be able to do so to keep us healthy. The first thing we'll be doing is we'll be getting the kindergartners off the bus, and we'll be doing a student at a time. I envision it being, okay, let's go, and then in our heads going 1, 2, 3. Next student, 1, 2, 3. So we're actively making sure that we have the distance, between them, at least as they enter and exit the building each day. I have some of my staff members and some of our support staff that will be helping with the process. And we're going to be doing it very slowly, very piecemeal in the beginning, so that the students, especially our kindergartners, get used to the routines. So more specific individual information about Whitman will be sent out to those families as we get closer. And I'm confident that we'll be able to keep things moving and keep our students apart as best we can moving forward. I have to say that I think that our teachers have a really good handle on educating our students academically, but also social-emotionally. This is a big change. Number one, these students have not been to Whitman School before. It's a brand new situation. But secondly, this could be their first time in formal schools. So a lot of time we spend in the beginning is getting them used to the routines, getting them used to what school is like, and that is going to be a little bit different because, as you can see, we do have space between the students when typically we would be at tables. And since we're not able to do that, the teachers are coming up with a lot of new activities and ideas to teach in this manner where they're not necessarily together, but still able to communicate and learn together. A lot of technology. All the students will be receiving devices now, which is something new. So our K-2 students will be working on iPads, and our 3 to 5 students will be working on laptops. So every child will have a device in his or her hand. And that's also changing our teaching. Everything is going to be the technology. There's going to be very little paper and pencil. They'll be working online on their iPads. The kids know it sometimes better than some of we adults know it. So I'm confident that they will be able to do well with using the technology too. I just want you all to know that we are going to take care of our students as we always do. We're going to love them, we're going to educate them, and they're going to have a good experience no matter how school looks when we get started.